Hi there, my name is Kyle. I'm here on behalf of Makers Mercantile to share with you the top 5 things to know about today's newsletter. So item number 1 is a really great shawl by Josh Ryks-Robinsky. It's called the Tailspin, and it's this one here. It is an adventure in short rows. There's some short row fun happening here. And would you believe this is just 2 balls of yarn. So because our sample is worked using Zauberball or Zauberball 100, all the color changing happens for you. So I think that's really awesome. We're gonna throw this back on this lady here. There you go. Thank you very much for modeling that, that shawl. So the Tailspin shawl, 2 balls of yarn, right? There are 3 different colorway options that we came up with for the newsletter. The first one would be this combination here, which we called Mountain Twilight. It's a really beautiful sort of dusty, sort of rosy color that goes into a brown, and this one is a brown that goes into sort of a steelish blue, and there's some light gray in here. And one thing I do want to mention is at some point, sometimes, the 2 different yarns, even though they feel like maybe they won't, sometimes the same color will become neighbors in a project, meaning you've just finished working and this one was brown, and then when you're working across for the next color, maybe it has turned brown as well. So if that happens, just simply the one you're working on, just wind off that brown that you're working with so that it doesn't become a neighbor with the stitches that are already on your project. Move it to its next color, save that brown yarn. You can add it in later when it makes sense on your project. And then you don't have to worry about that. And all of those stripes and short row sections and everything will really shine and show really well. So that was Mountain Twilight. Here is another option here. This is called Afternoon Garden. So this is Zauberball 100. It's 100% superwash merino. And this is Zauberball, which is 75% superwash wool and 25% nylon. And because they're both superwash, I think it's fine to combine the 2. This one has a bit of nylon in it, which helps hold its shape, of course, and durability really for socks and things. But for a shawl, you can use either one, both the same, or mix and match these to your heart's content. This is Afternoon Garden. And then the third one that we came up with is probably my favorite. It's called Ocean Dusk. So here's Ocean Dusk, and it is this really beautiful bluish gray watery color. It actually looks more like a lake, but whatever, we called it ocean. And then there's this one that has that bit of coral in there, and it goes into this gray, which reminds me of like stones, and goes into a deep burgundy and so on. Every ball of this yarn is a little bit different, so yours may look different than the ones I'm showing you. Of course, you also have the opportunity to choose any of those yarns. So any Zauberball 100, choose a total of 2 balls for your order. Add them to your cart, check out like normal. If you happen to have a Ravelry account, you'd like us to add the pattern to Ravelry for you, include your Ravelry ID, we're gonna do the rest. And what are we doing? We're giving you the pattern. So you get the Tailspin pattern by Josh Ryks-Robinsky, and you will also get a turbo circular needle. So this is a US 5 40-inch circular needle. So you're gonna get both of those things. That's like $23, I think, of value added. And you need to do this before Sunday at midnight, because at midnight on Sunday, poof, it's gone. This deal will expire. So that is our fun shawl project for you for today. Other things in the newsletter. So this would be item number 2. Be this fun little. It's called a paper towel holder. It's actually a little shorter than I would say our standard paper towels, but he's super cute. Little resin sheep that looks kind of like an antique, but he's not an antique. But what I thought it would be really great for this is if you use in your crafting, maybe you have ribbon, spools of ribbon that have a hole in the center that's large enough for this tube. You could put them on there and have all of your ribbons on this holder for wrapping gifts, that kind of thing, or washi tape. If it's big enough to fit on there, you could put your different washi decorative tapes on to here as well. So he is available. There's only a couple of them. The price is really good. It is in the newsletter, so check that out and adopt one if you would like. Item number 3. Item number 3 was this bag. This bag is a really beautiful zippered pouch. It is very nice, heavy canvas, sort of a screen print pattern on both sides. And it was called, what was it called? Shadow Veil. So it's a little mysterious. The zipper is a very nice, heavy brass colored zipper. Has a little bit of a gold pull tab here. And of course inside it is really well done. It's lined, got a little bit of a pattern in there as well. I love this little ring on the end. You could hang like a fix-a-stitch or some kind of thing like that, or just use like a binder, not a binder clip, but those little round clippies that snap together to hold stitch markers, that kind of thing might be really fun. So check these guys out. They are 30% off while they last, so grab one of those fun things. So let's see, that was 1, 2, 3. We should talk about the batiks. So these awesome batiks, they are coffee bean theme because it's morning here. Coffee bean batiks made in Bali, Indonesia. And batik is a wax resist process. So you put the wax onto the fiber, onto the fabric, and then dye the fabric, and then the wax is removed with heat, and it leaves a really awesome pattern. So there are 3 different colors of this. Here's one of them. The second one, trying not to knock things over, is this here. It's a really beautiful turquoisey color, very fun. And then the third one is very dramatic, deep purple, and those little coffee beans are lean sort of brown. So I think that's really awesome as well. So check those out if you are interested and a coffee lover. The coffee bean batiks are available for you as well. So what was that? So that was the Tailspin, it was the little sheep, it was the Shadow Veil zippy pouch, it was the batik. So that's 4. Number 5. So the 5th thing I'm going to show you are these little tins. So here is one of the tins. These are made featuring a little replica, I guess, a print of a vintage print that has little sheep and little piggies on it. So there that is, and this slides open to hold your stitch markers or a tapestry needle or little tiny scissors if you have those. And it clicks closed and it's pretty sturdy, I believe. So would be perfect for project bags. So throw it in your project bag and you know where all of your stitch markers are. They live in your little tiny tin. There are a couple of these on the website, so grab those. They are made in Canada by hand by a really wonderful woman. The cover is coated in resin. So that means that it's fairly durable as well, which is fantastic. That's my 5 things. So a couple other things just to mention. We do have a really awesome auction that's coming up. It's getting ready to start in the coming week. I believe it's next Friday that it starts. So the preview is up. You can check out those items, mark your calendars, make sure that you bid. All of the proceeds, every penny that you bid will be donated to an awesome organization called Lambert House. They help LGBTQIA plus people in the Seattle area, the young folks who need support, and all of the money, like I said, will go directly to them. Other things to mention. Faina Goberstein is here teaching a virtual brioche class. So it's fixing mistakes in brioche, which is a super, super useful tool. If you are at all having any insecurities with your brioche work, take the class, hang out with Faina, and she will help you become super comfortable with what to do if something goes awry in your brioche work. So that is the brioche class. What else? The grab bags, the trick-or-treat grab bags are still around. There are a few of them still sneaking around. We will, that will disappear, the offer, at some point just randomly. So if you're interested in taking advantage of our trick-or-treat grab bags, make sure you do that soon. It is full of fibery stuff. If you have colors wishes, you can always say, I like, this color or that color, or don't like one. And you don't know what you're going to get, of course, but it's going to be a good value. It's at least $75, might be up to $150, might be more. They are all a mystery and super fun to check out, so make sure you do that. The last thing I will mention, Vogue Knitting Live, the virtual Vogue Knitting Live is happening this weekend. It's happening now-ish. So at 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Eastern, both Friday today and Saturday tomorrow, I will be here to host a 1-hour event. So if you are part of the virtual Vogue Knitting Live, be sure to check that out. If you are not, you can certainly sign up and join the marketplace, which is lots of fun. You get to go all over the place and see what different shops and businesses have to offer. So that's super fun. And I think that is it. So anyway, if I don't see you or get to hang out with you today or tomorrow, have a fantastic weekend. Do something creative for yourself. Reach out to a friend or a family member that you haven't talked to in a while. And as Karin always says, stay safe. And we will talk to you again on Tuesday. So thank you so much, and we will see you then. Bye.